What's up, people? It's Monday. Oh, I got a host. Uh, he's back. Biscuit. Unmute yourself, sir.
I'm back. So the name has officially changed back. We'll get into all that here in a minute.
Later on.
Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a minute while I try to salvage what I can of what I was going to put up here. I'll let you start. Tell them how fucking tired you are, brother.
All right. So we ended up going to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, as you can see, for Wrestlecade 2023.
Bam!
And for those that don't know what Wrestlecade is, it's a big event that they hold every year on Thanksgiving weekend. And we left Thursday night.
Right after Thanksgiving dinner. And the Cowboys game ended. Because somebody had to watch the Cowgirls play.
We won. How did y'all do Sunday?
Fucking lost.
Yeah, y'all was about as pathetic as the drive home.
I knew you was going to go there.
It's a long trip.
It's a long way to wherever we were coming from.
But it's
it was worth it.
It was worth it. Now for the next day or two, I'll be speculating to myself, was it really worth it? Is it really worth going one more time?
Oh, it's worth it.
And I think we are. So
I believe from the contact information and other things that other stuff that's been said and talked about, it seems like we may have a bigger year next year than we had this year. And I apologize that I keep moving the computer. My laptop is on a makeshift desk right now because
it's not that you're like desks. And you're like skipping out and stuff. And we see your little head too. We didn't hear we didn't hear what you were saying at all.
Okay, yeah, I muted it for a reason. I was talking to him.
Well, no, no, I'm not even talking about right before that. I don't know when you said it was worth it, and you said something else.
Oh, I was apologizing for moving the laptop and stuff around because I am in between desks and the homemade office right now because of everything going on. And I'll just go ahead and tell everybody. My mother is in the hospital right now. It's not something, I'm not going to lie. I don't know exactly what's going on. My grandmother is actually on her way up there as soon as she gets off work today to find out what's going on. So I am here at the house with the boys. Had to come home from work a little early, but figured we would take time, do a little podding, do a little talking.
It's been a while since we've done that.
Yeah, and we tried to do it on the ride, but it didn't work out. We had connection issues, which apparently I'm having connection issues now, and it's probably because I'm not sitting right in the damn living room next to the Wi-Fi connector. But there we go. That's much better. I was wondering why it wasn't working.
And traffic was horrible yesterday.
Oh, on the way home? Yes, very.
So let's I'm going to give everybody a little driving lesson today. If your ass is going to drive
Oh
slow,
Lord.
if your ass is going to drive slow on the interstate, put your ass on the right lane. Let the people in the left lane fly their ass on through. Put your slow ass over in the right lane, or put that motherfucker in a damn ditch somewhere.
I have to say that I fucking agree. Excuse my language, but I do. I just have to say that I agree because some of these folks, good God, the state of Tennessee needs to like demand a driving program for their citizens.
And if you're going to live in North Carolina, learn how to drive in the damn mountains.
Then there's that. Yes, I agree. Yeah, it was horrible. People kept stopping on the mountains. We rode our brakes more than, well, some horses get rode in races. Okay, it was absolutely ridiculous. But I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to salvage what I can of the stuff that I was going to throw up. It's giving me, and no, I'm not talking about puking people. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go right over here to my email, and I'm just going to do it this way and share the pictures, and we'll talk about it, and then we'll go into detail about everything else that we want to talk about. But we left out, like we said, we left out Thursday, right after the Cowboys game ended, and
We
we
got there
just
around what, 7? We
7 o'clock in the
got
morning.
there.
Yes, sir.
So we couldn't get in the hotel, obviously. And so we drove on over to Duke University and looked around there, took some pictures. Then we went to the University of North Carolina, the home of the Tar Heels,
Mm-hmm.
and spent a little time over there looking around and stuff. And that's what our Friday consisted of because we were tired and everything. And I think we went to sleep at what, 6 o'clock at night? Waking up to the second edition
Yeah, I
of
think we ended up
SmackDown.
going to bed about 6:30. Yes,
Yeah, so
we gave up fairly quickly on on the day. But here's our first picture. This is the logo, which you've seen it on our shirts. This was the arena where the actual Super Show that we were there for on Saturday took place. There's some pictures with the Lucha Brothers. Took the boys with us. They had a blast, and then of course you and me. This is our favorite picture that we took. I think the entire trip. Actually, it's one of my favorite pictures. I know it's your favorite picture.
yeah, roll tide.
But you can't go wrong with our girl Hollywood Haley J, and of course the man behind all of that, Al Snow, who is keeping OVW alive. It is she's just a phenomenal person. I've got another picture of her that we're not in, where she's up on the seat messing with us from across the room and waving and acting funny. They had legitimate belts. That belt, the one in the front there, um, that is the original NWA World Heavyweight title that Dory Funk Jr. held when he was champion. The belt sitting right behind it, if you can see my mouse moving, that one right there was the belt that Lou Thez held. Excuse me one second, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
And they can't do nothing without you. Okay.
Well, it's been, like I said, it's rough right now. Mom's in the hospital. Granny's at work. I literally am home early today, but that's the Lou Thez heavyweight title from back in what, the fucking 40s, maybe 50s.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't either, but that's the Lou Thez belt. Move and it got a closer picture. There is, the franchise Shane Douglas, one of the most awesome guys It
He
fucking
was
was.
so cool talking to him, talked about him and Ricky,
Oh yes.
him and doing ECW, him coming to Memphis.
Talked about him being in New Bern, Tennessee.
It was really cool as shit, dude. I mean, these guys are they. If you called them when nobody was at their table,
Right.
and don't get me wrong, there's a lot more people there. There's like what 200 over 200 wrestlers. So
Yeah, there was over
there's
250 wrestlers.
and he had a little time alone, and we went over there and ruined that time, and
well,
you couldn't ask for a nicer dude, man.
he was happy to see me. We reminisced a little bit, and the boys got to meet him, and then we stood there, and like you said, we talked about him tagging up with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat back in the day, as well as a number of other things. But like you said, one of the nicest dudes. Another one, man.
I thought, man, let me tell you something. He stole the show for me.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong, LJ, my
Oh
favorite,
well, yeah, yeah.
but them little two small assholes right there. Sarge was so personable with them.
Yes. That picture does not do justice to the experience we had with Sergeant Slaughter.
And choked the shit out of him and put the Cobra Clutch on Riley.
Yeah, and I'll have to, probably not on this episode because I'm fixing to hand it over to you here in a minute. But I've got, we got some souvenirs I'll show off. Riley has a Cobra Clutch club pin. He is in an exclusive Cobra Clutch club now. It's a cool thing. Him and Sarge had a great time. Riley tapped out. Sarge cut up with him. Of course, your favorite, Eric
Eric
Bischoff.
Bischoff, man. Eric was so cool.
Oh man, was he ever?
I asked about how our drive was, and
right.
super cool dude. I mean, he's just as cool as when I talk to him when we're on Twitter and shit. So I mean,
right. And that's the thing. A lot of people are like, man, we're going to go to this, which granted, we had, I'll say it this way. We've been in the business, so we kind of do have the upper hand when going in there because some of the people are going to recognize us, some of them ain't. Some of them are going to remember us, some of them ain't. And doing the podcast, I mean, Conrad Thompson has been a huge, huge help to us, getting us set up with StreamYard, getting us hooked up with different people, actually coming on our original podcast when we were still doing just audio, which is actually going to be making a return soon. That was another announcement that needed to be made. That I'm just going to throw it out there since we're talking about it. We're going to bring back just the audio podcast as well as what we're doing right now on Facebook, YouTube, and all the other, as well as, my name going back to Biscuit, and I'll tell you why here in just a minute. And as well as, we're going back to wrestling with the locals instead of just on deck with Titanic and Dynasty of Wrestling. We're gonna bring it full circle, everything.
If you want, let me say this: if you want us to come record your show, contact me for dates, fees, everything, and we're fixing to start editing and doing stuff like that too.
And speaking of the editing, I'm gonna say it. I hopefully I don't upset Conrad, but I spoke to him earlier today, and I just want to say publicly and personally, thank you very much for all of your help getting us started and connecting me with the right people to help us with the software. Because as we're sitting here and I'm dealing with the kids in the background, sharing the pictures and everything else, I'm actually getting messaged right now by the guy that is setting me up to help me with our editing and all that stuff.
Cool
so
deal.
It's been a busy day for me. I've worked my shoot job for about 9 hours, as well as everything else I've got going on, brother.
and I've been off
doing nothing. I carry this team.
I went with Mom to the doctor today.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I can forgive you for that one. But again, there's Devon Dudley. I've worked with Devon before. Me and him got to talking about Memphis and the show at the base brawl. Awesome dude. Can't say enough nice things about this young man. You may not recognize him standing there with the boys, but if you look directly in front of him on the table, it's him and his gear. That's and I'm gonna butcher this. El Hijaro
No,
Div,
El Hijo, Vikingo,
Vikingo. Thank you.
Vikingo. Yeah, Vikingo was pretty good, man. He was really cool too.
And even though there was a small, good lord, kid just rode through the house on his go kart. Even though there was a small language barrier, he was one of the first people we came into contact with, and I can't say enough nice things. He come out from behind the table, talked to the boys. Conan was with him. I don't know if they are related or if they're just related by the business, and they have a mutual respect for each other. But Conan was at the table next to him. We do have pictures with Conan, but yeah, there it is right there. The picture with Conan. And if you look right there on the table, that's his original mask from back in the day when he was wrestling in Mexico, man. And Conan is one of the greats. But him and Vikingo, two of the most awesome people you'll ever meet. Conan gave me the biggest hug. And I hadn't seen Conan since I was 12. He didn't remember me. But he gave me the biggest hug. We stood there and talked, took the picture. Him and Vikingo, awesome as hell. Wardlow, dude, I'll let you take it and then I'll talk.
Dave, I thought he was gonna kill that guy.
to put it in layman's terms, go follow me on TikTok at Biscuit is Back, and I have the video up of Wardlow making a special appearance as part of Wrestlecade Super Show. The Powerbomb Symphony, damn, and Ron
made
Simmons were in full effect.
made an appearance at Super Show.
And I
And it
mean,
was funny because I seen him, that guy that he powerbomb, man. They
yeah,
were in there hooting and hollering all day long.
yeah. When we were over there with Effie and Alley Catch to hanging out with the GCW guys, he was up on the table hooping, hollering, and carrying on. And he come in, he interrupted the lady after the dark match or the showcase for the AML guys, which I can't wait honestly to go back and check out an AML show.
Yeah.
Those guys, let me tell you, what like a 10-man tag?
Yeah, it was a 10-man tag and they could go.
Jesus.
But usually matches like that start with a C and end with a fuck.
Right. I won't call you out on that. That's good shit. But it was. I mean, it was a phenomenal match. They put everything together right, and it just everything that happened this weekend, except for that damn ride home, and we'll talk about the hotel a little bit too, was just magic. But Wardlow, when we were in there hanging out, and his wife back there behind him in the background, this is actually his wife. Two of the most awesome people, and then the next guy next to him, if you look right here, an Andre El Idolo is right there next to him, and I don't know if the picture made it over or not of him, but man,
Andrade was cool. I met him out in the hall,
and we met him inside, and if it hadn't been for BG, we'd have been at the back of the line for that one, trying to get over there because we were busy hanging out with Wardlow and his old lady, and just cutting up, talking about how the TNT title gets passed around like a toy, and all this other stuff, and his opinion of how AEW is going, and just we were talking, and we were talking with, of course, the next guy that I just flashed there, Kane. Glenn Jacobs was right next to him, so we were kind of back and forth talking to them. The boys were talking with Wardlow, I was talking with Kane, and jumping around and reminiscing about the good old days and shit, and then BG ended up cutting the line off for an Andre because an Andre seen him over there and they were waving at each other and smiling, and Andre walks over, hey buddy, and I can't do his accent right, the hey buddy and all that shit, but man, people expect to go to this. You're going to get an experience, but I heard a lot of people say, most of them are dicks. They're just going to sign your shit, take your picture, and send you on your way. But they try to have a conversation with you. They want to know where you're from. They want to know a little bit about you. They want to get to know, even if
The
they don't
fan.
remember it, they want to know they're damn fans, man. They do. And Kane, top notch. Him and the kids. He actually, I didn't get the picture of him with the mask off. He had the mask on, but he took it off and let the kids hold it and play with it. And there's the picture of an Andre. He pulled the boys in, and they had a blast.
Andrade.
Andrade. You correct me every damn time, Daddy. Sorry.
He was cool as shit, dude. Lawler was there. Jerry Lawler was there.
We'll talk about that one in a minute because that one broke my heart.
Well, I don't want to talk negative about him, but it was great seeing Jerry there. He did shave the beard off.
Okay, well we won't talk negative. I wasn't gonna talk negative. I was just gonna say my thoughts and prayers are with him, and I hope that, man, I hope he's with us for a while. You know what I'm saying? Because he was upbeat, happy, but it just
I'm sure, like for him, for everybody else, it was a long day.
Right.
And it lasted, 4 hours?
Yeah, it started at like 10:30, and they let some of us in at 10, and it ended at 2:30. Except for these guys in this picture, the Hardy Boys stayed right up until they had to come downstairs for the show because their line was so long that it wrapped all the way back around to the other side of the building.
Right.
But kids had to meet the Hardy Boys, so I made sure they got their picture. And if you notice, there's a third kid. That's not my kid. If you know who that is, comment. If you don't, you obviously don't watch enough of Matt Hardy deleting people because that's King Maxwell.
Well, he deleted a bunch of Heath's kids.
Yeah, we all got deleted, damn it. Jacob Fatu, cool as shit. Awesome match. Him and Vikingo. There's some pictures of the show. Jeff and Matt. And that was, that's what I could get sent over on short notice for today. I will, if you follow us on Facebook, you've seen the pictures. If you go follow me at Biscuit is Back on TikTok, you've seen a number of the pictures. There's more to come on TikTok. There's more to come on our Facebook page, which everything has now been switched back over to the Wrestling with the Locals, except for the YouTube page, which will be, now that we've made the announcement, it will be being switched back over as well. And now I'm going to explain real quickly, and then I'm going to hand it over to you for a minute while I go take care of something in here, but I'm going to explain. A number of people have said something to me about the biscuit thing and why I was doing the Divine, and I was trying to get away from the biscuit thing because in our area here in Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, whatever, there is another guy, John Biscuit Robertson, but his name is John Biscuit Robertson, and I'm just Biscuit. And so after the encounter we had, which I'll let you tell your Jimmy Valiant story yourself, but we talked to Jimmy. I got to let you bust yourself out. I mean, I'm still wearing the bracelet for you, brother. But we were walking through, and we had just left Effie and his table and stuff, and we're walking through, and I look over and I see Carrie Morton and Johnny, and not Johnny, fucking Ricky Morton. And I look over and Robert's sitting behind the table, and Robert looks up, and I had just made a joke to you about Robert, had I not?
Yeah, but we want to say what that was.
Everybody's probably made the same damn joke, brother. But still, I had made a joke to you. I say, hey, look, there's Ricky and Robert, blah, blah, blah. Robert looks up, sees me from across the room. Hey, brother, how you been? I walk over, gives me the big I love you, hadn't seen you in fucking forever hug. How you doing, Biscuit? Is the first thing he asked me, and I'm like, God damn.
Thank God, Robert Gibson.
And then, not even 10 minutes later, we step over to the table to take the picture with Ray and Penta. And I've talked to Penta. Penta's cool as shit. Love Penta to death. I've never met Ray, never talked to Ray. Me and Penta have a conversation. We message each other on Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever it's called nowadays, quite a bit, talking about masks, boots, shows he's doing in Mexico. stuff like that. So I'm standing there with the boys, getting them ready for their picture. Robert walks over to hug Penta and Ray. And Ray says, "Hold on just a minute, brother. I got, you." I said, "I understand, totally understand. You got to hug family. Family comes first." Robert says, "Oh, we go way back. I know old Biscuit." Ray cracks a laugh. Ray cracks a laugh and looks at me and then just pulls me into the picture. I had no intention of being in the picture, but the guy took the phone. I'm getting the boys over there, and then Ray just kind of pulls me up there and he said, "Get over here," and I was like, "Okay." So there it is. And, Rick Steiner fucking remembered me as Biscuit. Of all people, Rick Steiner. We're standing in there. I'm going to tell on you because it was the funniest thing that happened. We walk into the other room.
And the line was right there at the door.
We
I was like, fuck this. I'm going back outside.
We look over. There's Ricky the Dragon, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, Lex Luger, and all the four horsemen except for Dean Malenko, who didn't show up. They're all sitting over to the side. I'm like, "Hey, there's Lex, man. You want to go say hi?" And you're like, "Nah, fuck that. Back's hurting. That line's long as hell. I'm going outside." So we stand in that line for like an hour and a half till we get around in front of Red Velvet. Me and Red Velvet bumped into each other a number of times as she was going around saying hi to people.
Yeah, I'm sure you wasn't trying to do that.
Oh, no. It was accidentally, perfectly on purpose. I'm not going to complain. But I look over and I see Rick and Scott, and Riley goes over and he's looking at the belts. And I speak to Scott. I go over to Rick. Rick says, "You look awful familiar." I said,
"Yeah, we got that a lot the other day."
I said, "Well, you probably remember me as a scrawny kid with no beard and probably not as much fat on my belly." I said, "Memphis, the new Daisy. Biscuit." I said, "Yep."
It's crazy. It was crazy, dude. I did not expect anybody to remember us.
No.
Because I don't think we saw anybody that we actually knew from Arkansas.
No.
I mean, there was some people that we just met. Trace Hunt, which he wrestles in this area, and Maddie. We seen her, and we talked a few times.
Right.
And
all right, I'm gonna hit it.
Okay, how long are you gonna be gone? Because I need. I mean, I didn't know you was gonna leave me hanging here.
Maybe 5 minutes.
All right. So since he's leaving away from us, I can't see none of the, comments if anybody makes a comment. So we look over, we see handsome Jimmy Valiant. Back when I was 19, I was 19, in Osceola, I had the pleasure of wrestling handsome Jimmy Valiant. It was me and Cookie St. James against Handsome and Big Daddy LaFonce. And we got done with the match and everything. And Jimmy decides he's got this last tape, VHS. Yeah, VHS. And he proceeds to, "Hey, man, you need this. You need this. You can go home and study and learn a little something from Handsome Jimmy." And I'm like, I don't have the money. And he's like, "Well, how much you got?" I said, "All I got is 20. Okay, well, I'll take that." And he just takes my last $20 bill though. Fast forward to Saturday. We see Handsome go over there. He hugs me and everything. Brother this, daddy that, blah, blah, blah. And then he turns around, he sees the boys, and then he turns around, he starts handing out these little friendship bracelets for the farewell tour, his farewell tour. And they're $5 a piece. And he starts handing the boys one. And I said, "Damn it, Handsome." I said, "All right, just give us 4 of them." So he got another $20 off of me. It's funny, and but that's Handsome Jimmy Valiant for you. But it was really cool getting to see him. You know, he invited me up. He invited us up to the his school up there in Virginia. So maybe that might be something we do sometime. But oh man, Al Snow and seen Brian Knobs of the Nasty Boys, seen Demolition, seen Enzo Amore, and then he turned around and I said, "Hey Enzo," and he's up. How you doing? So, yeah, how he do you, man? Yeah, and then Ben Bishop was there, James Ellsworth, Mandy Rose. Don't know what she's going to buy now, but I'm just going to say Matt and Jeff. Eric Bischoff was awesome. Eric Redbeard was there. Um, Jesus Christ. There was a lot of people, man. It was fun. There were some people there. Didn't have a clue who was there. Abdul the Butcher was there. Um, Everybody was very nice and respectful. You wouldn't have thought that. All the people that we had issues with were either at restaurants or at the hotel we stayed at. And I mean, it was a decent, nice hotel, but the people on the night shift were just sorry as hell. And yeah, they asked for a rating, they got a rating. But Saturday we go into West Memphis to APW, which should be interesting. Um, Too Good, Tommy Too Good, Too Legit are wrestling the Unholy Alliance. Uh, Trending Trent Daniels won the APW heavyweight title at the CCW show this past weekend, and will be facing Jackson Crawley in a rematch for that belt. Uh, and then the show ended at 8 o'clock, and we got back to the hotel in time to finish up and watch War Games, Survivor Series, and that was something else too. And also, we got to see the return of R-Truth, Randy Orton, CM Punk. And he is just leaving me on here. Just leaving me here. Can't see no comments. Can't see nothing. Don't have nothing. Just sitting here telling y'all about the weekend. Don't have nothing really else much. If to tell you, it's an experience that I believe you should go check it out. It's not bad, and I'm glad you're back because I'm sitting here just mumbling out of my head.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I try doing shows by myself. So don't feel bad.
So
But I got everything fixed in here for now. So we should be able to wrap it up, do what we need to do, and good to go. But
all right. So I brought up the Handsome Jimmy Valiant story.
Still got his bracelet from 2020 on here that he sold you.
Farewell, sir.
Yeah, he's been farewelling since 2020, actually 20, what, 18, 19, something like that.
Yeah, I told him about him inviting us up to the school.
Yeah.
I think that we might need to do that sometime.
Well,
Find out.
our
Find
list,
out. It's long and lengthy.
we talked about a bucket list of going to football stadiums and stuff, and then we go to Wrestlecade, and now our list keeps getting longer because now we got to go see Al and Haley J and all of them up at OVW. We've got to go to, the one we were talking about earlier today, getting passports and taking care of all the paperwork, and see Cohen and them down in fucking Mexico, and everything else that just the list just keeps getting longer, and it's like I'm trying to stay out of it, but you and everybody else just keep trying to pull me back in.
No, it's not that I'm. Look, I could get away from it. It's the local shit that really aggravates the shit out of me. The only people worth a damn around is APW around here to me.
Right, and I totally agree. And I like going to APW, so I don't complain about that. Plus, it's what, once a month?
Once a month, maybe twice sometimes.
And speaking of which, we got a show with them, Saturday night. So
Yeah.
we'll be at an APW show Saturday night.
Yeah, I told a couple of the matches that I know about already.
Well, let's finish up with Wrestlecade, and we'll move on to the reason we wanted to do this show before Raw goes on the air.
I brought that up about for Survivor Series. We watched Survivor Series.
Well,
we got to see the return of R-Truth.
Yes, that was the most epic return of the entire night.
And did you hear the pop he got?
Yes.
That was awesome.
I mean, you can't go wrong with R-Truth. Love the guy. Former NWA World Champion, 24/7/11. What was, you say it better than I do. What was it?
He was a 24/7, 7-11, East Highway, Kentucky,
European
television champion. Yeah. I love him to death.
Hey, fuck it. Like I said, you can't go wrong with him. But I want to give some folks their flowers. We sit and watch the Super Show, and I will give a shout out to Zoe Brookside, just because I said I would, or Zaya, however the hell that name is pronounced. It's Xia. I think it's Zaya Brookside. I don't want to piss her off by saying her name wrong. Anyway, man, Joey Janela versus Tajiri.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking cool.
And AEW let Joey Janela go because he can't wrestle.
I didn't think it was that.
Well, they let him go because
they broke up him and Sonny Kiss, and they didn't have shit for him, man.
Right. But there were so many people that said it was because he couldn't wrestle. But it's because
him and Tajiri had a fucking killer match.
And I've been putting GCW over to you for a minute, for a hot minute, because they've got some damn good talent. And we're going to talk about another one here in just a minute. Speedball Mike Bailey. You got to see him live in person for the first time. Went over, paid my respect to him at the table, told him I loved his work. Couldn't wait to watch him tonight. Tajiri was cool as shit. Got pictures with him. Got pictures with Sonny Ono. Him and Joey Janela. Hellacious match. Great match. But the match of the night.
Look.
No offense to the Hardy Boys, because everybody waited for them, but
there's been a couple 6-star matches.
That one was 7.
Yeah. Dude, that was unbelievable.
They went, almost 45 minutes nonstop?
Yeah. They stayed in, they kept the crowd was into it the whole time. And it was Mike Bailey versus Andrade El Idolo with CJ Perry. And
but I heard you.
God, that was so freaking good, dude.
they started out just like they should, nice and slow, a little bit of in-ring work, a little bit of chain wrestling. You didn't know Mike Bailey wrestled barefooted. He did all
After
that
20
shit.
minutes of yeah, after wrestling 20 damn minutes, then I realized he ain't got no damn boots on.
Mm-hmm. And he was kicking the shit out of El Idolo.
Dude, they did not pull back on anything.
No. They were working fucking like they were in Japan, in the Tokyo Dome, strong style, laying that shit in. And you may not believe me, but I mean, he was sitting there just like I was. The kids were too. Fucking Andrade had fucking red marks where fucking Mike Bailey's feet imprint was from kicking that man so hard. And Andrade would stand up. Come on.
I man, the one part that really got the crowd was when Mike was upside down in the tree of woe outside of the ring, and Andrade did the double stomp.
And that is up on my TikTok at Biscuit is Back. Check that video out. Everybody thought Mike Bailey was dead, and everybody thought that, and Andrade had broke a leg or knocked himself out or something.
Yeah, that shit is fucking crazy.
It was brutal. The one funny spot they had was, El Idolo went to do something off the ropes. The rope gave away. He got down, kicked the rope, got pissed off, and the entire crowd started chanting, "Fuck that rope!" And it was great.
They had a good production.
Yes, and if you want to watch the show, they actually have a live stream. You go pay, I think it's $14.99.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Top. What the hell was that damn website? Give me just a minute to go over here to my messages that my dude sent me, because he sent me all the info. He said, "I know you guys are leaving, so if y'all want to watch the rest of it when y'all get home," which I didn't, we didn't have to. He sent me the disc. Oh, Titanic left me.
Oh yeah, you did too.
Oh, I did it too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, right here. Where'd it go? Where's the message? I got to scroll through the messages. Sorry, there's been a lot of conversation here with the fella. We, number of folks.
It's amazing how one weekend will make two guys that really just wanted to really hang out and just do our own little fucking thing and not do nothing big, and
so here is.
It makes us want to go ahead first and
do some crazy shit.
I don't know if shit people might think we're stupid about doing, but
I don't know if y'all can read that real well. But that is the 3-day streaming bundle. That does not include the GCW show. Now, it's Title Match Network. TitleMatchNetwork.com. $14.99. That has the Wrestlecade Super Show, the AML the day after. It has all the Q&A panels that they put on, as well as the Ladies Night Out 13, where it was an all-ladies show. Hollywood Haley J was on it. Zaya Brookside.
So, can we talk about the elephant in the room?
Which one?
The one where I was out there talking to this older gentleman. He was a veteran, and I got a picture with a certain somebody.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? What's his name again?
Well, he's not. I can't call him the god of this shit, because that's what he calls, Nick effing Gage. But he's one of the best ring announcers, in my opinion, because Emil J. Okay, his name's Emil J. I can't say enough fucking great things about the dude, because he gets so into it. He has just as much fun as the fans do when he's doing the introductions. He puts the guys over, and he loves his job. and he really helps make the GCW product with his ring announcing ability. He is that good. As a matter of fact, I sent you the screenshot earlier because me and him, we follow each other on X, Twitter, whatever the hell it's called nowadays. I tagged him in the picture and I said, kind of jealous that you hung out with my brother, but we didn't get to finally hang out, And he liked it, and so I shot him a message, and he's going to get back to me about trying to come on the podcast and work things out around his busy schedule because he's got a lot going on. They GCW debuted for the first time at Wrestlecade. They had a fucking packed house. They had as many.
I had a small child tell me it was a fucking awesome show.
Right?
And his mom was like, yeah, it was,
and we got to see a lot of the GCW talent. I'm not going to lie. Masha Slamovich was there. Mike Bailey, Jordan Oliver. You got to see him wrestle. He was, epic young athlete. Him and Nick Wayne used to tear the house down. But I'm going to say this much: Jordan Oliver's match. He tagged up with Alan Angels and Fuego del Sol. The Jordan Oliver we saw in that match was not the Jordan Oliver you see on GCW. It was a 6-man match. It was not.
I think there was one or two. There was 2 single matches. The rest of them were tag matches, 6-man tag, 10-man tag.
Yeah, and they made sure they showcased talent. They wanted to give everybody everything, and
we even had an intergender 6-man, 6-person.
Angelina Love got in there and beat the hell out of Matt Carbona.
Hey, don't be talking about Matt. He's always ready.
Hey,
like James Ellsworth is always lost.
Oh my God! Did you tell him that story?
No, I didn't tell him that, but I told him we got to see Ellsworth. We saw Bishop.
We've seen Ellsworth more than we wanted to because every time we looked up, he was coming back around. He was lost as a motherfucker. And then poor Maria Shafir, I'm going to tell this story, and she may whoop my ass the next time she sees me, but this was the funniest fucking thing. So,
Rosh.
so we're standing back here with some folks. Line's pretty long. Maria comes walking down the thing. Am I going the wrong way? Just looking around. Am I going the wrong way? Like,
she gets to open up a door. Am I in the wrong fucking room?
Yeah, like she's freaking the fuck out. Which way am I supposed to go? And like everybody in the hallway goes that way. Oh fuck. Okay, and so she turns around and has to walk all the way back to the other end of the fucking building, right? But hilarious. It just had a blast. Everybody, treated each other with respect. Fucking, we cracked Roddy up. Roddy! We had fun. And then we went to the room after the show was over, and we watched Survivor Series, seen R-Truth return, seen Randy Orton's return. And before we talk about
Punk,
before we talk about Punk, I want to say this much. I feel like Randy got the shaft.
I don't feel like he did.
In a way, but not in a way.
He got, trust me, people loved that he was there.
Well, yeah, and he got a damn good reaction. He's Randy Orton, so I mean, it's Randy Orton, but still, I feel like his return would have been enough. I feel like they could have waited on Punk, but I understand that they wanted to do Punk in Chicago. That's great. Randy came back, looks great. For somebody that just had, double fusion back surgery.
Jacked up. Oh, you know what? I said something to Mom about him coming back after double fusion back surgery. She goes, well, I've had quadruple fusion.
Oh, shit.
I said, I don't see your ass in there taking bumps.
Right. You get in there and you do it, and then we will discuss it, Mom.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, it just...
I want to say this, and this is for all the local Um, and y'all got my message. Y'all, if you're on my Facebook, you know how to get a hold of me. You know how to get a hold of me anyway. And a bunch of y'all promoters have got my damn number. There was so much heat when fucking Punk left the WWF or WWE with Triple H. If you could get over that to do stuff and let shit go, shit would probably be a lot better around here and would probably draw a lot better if you just let fucking drama go. Let the shit go. Let the drama go. It doesn't matter. It's useless. It's nobody's paying your bills. The only thing, if you got somebody, hell, I might not come to the shows. I might, but I mean, I'm one more person that can throw out uh, about your show, talk about your show, bring you on, talk about your show that you have already.
Amen. Yep.
So, if you want to bury the freaking hatchet with me, or you got an issue with me, and if it can't be worked out, then apparently you are more full of yourself than you thought you was. But hey, I'm throwing it out there. Other people that make a lot better money and a lot more money than I do, and than you do, and any of us around here do. If they can drop it, maybe we could too. I don't have a problem with anybody. If you got a problem with me, and I know a lot of you do, and I don't care, hit me up. We can talk about it. We're grown adults. And he's just like talking to the sky.
Talk to
No, I'm still on the podcast. Stop, kids. Would you go sit down somewhere and play on your tablets? Look, nobody else is watching us. At least we're watching each other. So, if you need anything at all, shut up. Let me finish the damn podcast. I'm sure I'm going to have to go pee here in a minute anyway. I'm getting old. So, what happens when you want me to do
I'm
your
sorry.
thoughts?
I had a kid that had a wreck on the hover go kart in the
Well,
driveway here.
he needs to get over it.
Right. What?
Stop whining.
Oh, it's in the road. Well, you'll live. There was no cars coming. Anyway, let's talk about it. Punk comes back. You said
Yep.
your piece. Not you. The kids. Anyway, it's Riley. You know. That one. Yeah. He's been a pain in the ass right now. He's
We got another name for him.
We only have 3 viewers. That's sad.
Still
I know.
more than you got, kid. Oh, I'm gonna punch that child. Anyway,
I hate kids, Nigel. Go ahead.
no,
Punk
you're
came
fine.
back. Punk came back. I thought it was great. I think it's best. It's a good business deal.
But here's the thing, and I want to say this because I told you it was going to happen, did I not?
I almost got to question it. I was like, is it going to happen?
I told you it was going to.
I was hoping they wasn't going to drop Randy to do it. You know, set up to where Randy was going to make his big comeback or something. Because
Right.
I'm glad we got Randy back. But the thing is, it's a plus. We got Randy in. You just gained 2 top guys. Well, 3. Truth is always going to be a top. Our Truth will always be a top guy.
My thing is, there's so much out there right now. Everybody's pissed. Seth Rollins is pissed. Drew McIntyre's pissed. Seth Rollins visibly which is shit.
McIntyre was pissed before Punk come out.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he was pissed about, but that could be a work. That right there could be a work.
Right.
Seth, well, who cares? People are pissed, but you know what? You still get your paycheck, and you're still going to be the world champion. Don't worry about it.
And your paycheck's probably going to get a little bigger now that Punk's back because the buy rate, the merchandise, and shit's going to go up.
Yep. And like I said, man, they if you can't change in that amount of time, you're different people.
Right.
Let it go, dude.
I'm glad he's back. I'm glad him and Triple H did what they did.
They hated each other.
Right. Right.
He even put it on there. It's not going to get no better because once Vince McMahon dies and leaves it to him, and his daughter, doofus son-in-law, is going to take over.
Right.
Who's running shit now? Nick Khan and Triple H.
Well, Paul Levesque, sir. Paul Levesque.
The game.
The cerebral assassin. My thing is, it cracked me up because, you got Uncle Dave, as everybody calls him nowadays. I call him a dumbass that don't know his ass from a hole in the ground anymore because I've heard some of the people that he's trying to put in the Hall of Fame over at the Observer and things like that, and I hear what he says about AEW. Tony Khan just screwed the pooch.
He was asked what he thought about the CM Punk debut, WWE debut.
Yeah.
You know what he said?
What'd he say?
Legally, I can't say nothing about
it. Well, Tony, there it is, buddy. There it is. My thing is, Dave Meltzer kept telling everybody, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. All these people were saying it wasn't going to happen. Anybody with a brain knows that when there's money to be made, Triple H never going to make it.
CM Punk shirts are going to sell out. CM Punk shirts are going to sell out tonight in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a sold-out crowd. And look, and we both said it, and I'm going to say it live on the air, and if Tony Khan gets pissed, if he sees this, or if somebody retweets what I say, Tony Khan can go fuck himself, okay? Because this is my opinion. CM Punk come out, he looked over to the hard camera side, and he said, holy fuck, I've been missing out.
There's people there. You're not supposed to be sitting over there.
Right. Because when you go to an AEW show and
half the building is empty.
They don't sell the upper level at all. They black it out with sheets hanging down. They sell the level right behind the floor seats, and that's it. And they do not sell the seats on the hard camera side at all.
No, that's usually where some of the, if they don't have any empty seats that are going to be on the camera side, where the camera's viewing,
that's where
the extras usually go over to, or like in Memphis, Dustin and all them.
Right.
So, but
I feel like we're about to see, and we talked about it on the ride home. And I think you're right. I think we're going to see CM Punk and Seth Rollins real soon, one-on-one.
Rollins had he commented last night at
the live, yeah,
at the live show, and Punk's going to be on Raw tonight. So is Orton.
Yep. I feel like.
So I'm ready. I'm ready to watch it.
I feel like we're going to get a pipe bomb tonight. I feel like and we can just talk about it right now. I mean, we said something about it. You made the comment that it's probably going to end up being Punk versus Rollins at Mania and Cody versus Roman if we don't get Rock versus Roman.
I don't think we're going to get Rock because
of the strike.
Hollywood back open, and that's fine.
But I really think Punk will be a champion soon. I think I think him and Seth are going to have a knockdown drag out. I think to an extent, I'll say it this way. I think to an extent, Seth being mad about Punk coming back is a work. There may be some legitimate animosity there, but I think Seth is all business. He's been there long enough. He's a company guy, and he knows his pal Triple H is not going to screw him over.
Oh, and Becky and Charlotte even squashed their beef.
Right. They hugged it out. So
Now, if the independent people can squash their beefs, maybe independent wrestling in the areas will be a lot better than what they are.
yeah, if they could act like grown ups.
And stop just depending on Facebook
Promote your shit.
to promote your shit. Get out there and
Paper the
pay
town.
for the time, dude.
Put flyers up at every gas station, Walmart, Kroger, whatever is in your area. Every building that people frequent, go put a flyer up. Even the tire shop. Hell, go
Even
to
if,
the car dealership. Ask them, hey, you mind if I put a flyer up back here by your service center where people come and sit so they'll see you?
the your top places to put this at would be gas station, convenience store, uh,
Walmart,
Walmart,
Dollar General.
your grocery store. Just go to the places where people are at. If you don't have Walmart, they got a Dollar General.
Hey, here it is.
There's
They
ice boxes. There's an ice box at every building, pretty much.
Right, and that's another place you can go put it at. They've got those new Penguin ice stations in every town, and people go to them because you get the good crushed Sonic ice by the what is it, a 25-pound bag? Go put a flyer on that. Hey. Oh, okay. I thought you needed something. I didn't know. I was prepared. You were still talking to me, so I didn't know. Oh, there's another one. Oh, Lord. But
Just keeps on talking.
I know, right? I can't hear. I got the headset on. But I feel like Punk coming back is going to, I think for WWE it'll do exactly what Tony Khan thought it would do for him. I think it'll move that needle. It's not like WWE needed the help. They're putting out a better product than they've done in a long time.
There's gonna be a lot more. There's gonna be a lot of good matches coming up out of it.
And if Punk can stay healthy, and I'm gonna say this, he looked a lot better than he looked when he was in AEW. He's put on.
Yeah, he looked homeless in AEW.
He looks healthy. He looks happy. He looks fit. He like Randy come back, and Randy has always been lean and muscular, but Randy come back and he was jacked and built and
cut.
He's not. It's not like he's fat like me. He's come back. He's added weight, but it's not weight. It's muscle mass. And Punk's got that muscle mass now. He's put on the muscle mass weight and shit. And I think as long as he stays healthy, as long as they put him in there with the right people, and everything stays business and everybody works their shit out, it's going to be all right. And I just figured, since Punk was returning, Biscuit should come back too. So,
Well, the year that Punk came back after 7 years, I came back after 7 years.
There it is. There it is. We did too. Yep. Yep. Oh, God.
And Flair made his return back to wrestling.
True.
See, I made my return back with all the big name guys.
It happens.
I know. God's gift to the wrestling business.
I will say it felt good to be there and to just be a fan this weekend. To not have to worry, to not have to stress, to not have to run around trying to worry about production and filming or anything else. Just to get to relax and hang out. And I'll tell myself, I marked out like a kid all over again.
Dude, it was so cool.
When the music hit, and we were both waiting for Arn to do a spine buster. it didn't happen. But when him and CW and Brock's music hit and they came out
To the
to
Four
the
Horse.
to the original Four Horsemen theme, not the WCW Four Horsemen theme, but the original Four Horsemen theme. I came up out of my seat
It was
like a
cool.
child, and I had goosebumps from head to toe. That was one of the most exciting things for me, for them to come out to that music, just because it was the Four Horsemen music. And then at the end of it, and again, follow me at Biscuit is Back on TikTok. The video of Arn cut the promo at the end of the match. Hey, you guys may be from Dudleyville. Somebody should have told y'all this is Horseman country. That was the greatest fucking line of the night, because the pop for that was great.
Yeah.
Mad respect for Arn Anderson. Love the man to death. Always have. The Enforcer is one of the very best in this business. There was so much talent under that roof that either has been there at the top of the mountain, or is at the top of the mountain, or is going to be at the top of the mountain one day. There was so much talent in that building that everywhere you looked, you could have picked out somebody that's either been there or is there now or is going to be there very soon in the future. And had a blast. Can't say enough about Wrestlecade. Actually, I'm not going to let too much out of the bag, but we are in talks already since Wrestlecade just ended. Me and the guy are going to talk next week about us being back next year for the whole weekend, not just for one day, for the whole weekend, and participating in certain things and being a part of the stuff and helping out and doing our part next year.
I just want to say before we get off here, um, there's local wrestling around here. Go to it. There's shows on Friday. There's shows on Saturday. I'll promote. Look, there's too many companies around here for me to remember all of them, but I'm going to do this. And the only one that'll always get something from me is APW. But until you clear shit up, this is your one time of getting something from me. Friday nights, I know of Ripley, Tennessee for Pro Wrestling Mid South. I know about Osceola, Arkansas, MCW. I'm thinking that's the only Friday one.
Dyersburg doesn't run on Friday?
No.
Okay. I didn't
That's
know.
Ripley. Pro Wrestling Mid South is in Ripley on Friday.
Oh, okay.
Saturday, you got Dyersburg, Tennessee, Pro Wrestling Mid South. Saturday, some Saturdays you got Osceola. The MCW group will be either in Mark Tree or where was the other one? Truman. This week, Truman or Mark? I can't remember which day. Where one.
I don't know, but I know Friday they have a big show.
APW is going to be in West Memphis, Arkansas at the Boy Girls Club.
And you do not want to miss it. The
No.
CCW heavyweight champion, Trending Trent Daniels, will be there to take on Jackson Crawley. And I
in a
want
rematch. And that's a rematch for the title. Jackson's getting his rematch for after losing the title last Saturday at the CCW show. Yeah.
But I want, before we move on, I want to put over Jackson and Abel, the Crawleys, the twins.
They're good.
If you haven't been to a show that these two are on, you need to find your ass a ride, and you need to get to an APW show or wherever the Crawleys are going to be at, preferably an APW show. Because let me tell you, Jackson and Abel, which I've known Jackson for years, haven't known Abel, near as long. Phenomenal athletes. They can do amazing things. I would love to one day see them at Wrestlecade or bigger.
You got Bluff City Wrestling. They're on CW Network. If you can't get them on the CW, you can get them on YouTube. Memphis Wrestling, you can get them. If you're not in the Memphis area, you can get them on YouTube on Saturdays at noon. Um, you got MIW in Mississippi, I think. I mean, there's a lot of damn wrestling. Every once in a while, keep your eyes out on Crossroads. Um, AWA in Blavel, MACW, ASWF in Tuckerman. There's a show in Corning Saturday night. I think it's called Inhumane Championship Wrestling or something like that.
Oh wow, never heard of that.
Yeah, they're supposed to have Sid Vicious there.
No, that's cool.
I think Doug might be there. I'm not for sure who all is there. I haven't seen the flyer in a while. So I mean, there's plenty of wrestling going on. Go out there, invest. But definitely, if you're in the West Memphis area, your ass needs to be.
If you're in the West Memphis area, you want to come see Biscuit and Titanic filming and cutting up, laughing and having a great time. And he done jumped off again. What the hell? Leave me while I'm putting this over. Why don't
you did it too? It did it you on my side too.
Oh well, what the hell?
Either way, shut up.
Come see Biscuit and Titanic at APW. Come see Jackson Crawley, Abel Crawley, Tommy Too Good,
Abel Booker.
What?
It's Abel Booker.
Oh, well, they're the twins of Salem. I thought he was a damn Crawley. I didn't know.
He's family, though. He's family with them.
I didn't know.
But he's not a Crawley.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. Fuck me, buddy.
I'm just being honest here.
Okay.
Got Tommy Too Good, Unholy Alliance. Got Too Legit. Buster Kennedy, Floyd Flair, Austin Rathchild.
Oh, sorry.
Bo Radix, Garth Mahoney.
Yes.
Formerly known as the Bloodhound Baldur.
He is back with a vengeance. He had a damn good tag match. I don't know what set him off, but I wouldn't want to be across the ring from him right now.
And you also got the best wrestling announcer in the state of Arkansas.
No,
Daniel Price.
No, don't put him over like that.
Well, you know.
I like Price, but don't put him up. You'll give him the big head.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of hoping he'll see that and he'll buy me a soda or something.
I love Price today. He's a great announcer. I'm just giving him shit. Hands down, he literally, and I can say that because I've been announcing, reffing, all that shit. And it's not easy. People think being an announcer is easy. It's not. It's not an easy job. But for him to get in there and remember all the shit, the cues, the timing, and let me tell you, he stresses everything because he's worried about the right music being played, being at the right volume, and hitting just right. Like he stresses me out just watching him stress out.
He knows his thing, man.
He's good. He's damn good. Love Price, but damn ass kisser.
I'm just trying to get a free drink. Well, you know me. But that's where we're going to be. That's where we're going to be at. Tickets are on sale. Contact the Boy and Girls Club. They'll get you tickets. I think, what's the Express Bonanza in Marion. Might be able to get tickets there too. But contact the Boy and Girls Club or contact Ricky Kennedy on Facebook. I'm sure he can help you out with getting tickets.
Let's sell out West Memphis Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to see about 400 or 500 people.
Yes. Let's pack that bitch.
That'd be cool.
I want to see everybody that was stuck in traffic in West Memphis the other day when we drove through at the Boys and Girls Club, and we can all bitch about everybody else's driving together.
Yeah.
Speaking of before we go and close up, I just want to know, you noticed that every time the referee would count at the Super Show, somebody would say right? Like, I wasn't
Yeah.
the only one that heard
When
that.
they were doing the 10-second count out,
Yeah.
they was like 1, yeah,
Yeah.
2, yeah,
Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
4,
Yeah.
5.
What? No, I'm done. That's the first time I've ever heard that. It was hilarious. I love it. It just tells you LA Knight's fucking over. It would be hilarious if that shit catches on at the WWE shows. Can you imagine on Monday Night Raw while the referee's counting somebody out, the crowd, 1 and the crowd goes, 2 and the crowd goes, WWE could not ignore that.
Let me put this out there. How in the world, in the world where everybody likes to say, what? At the end of somebody's sentence, how are you not doing the 1, what? 2, what?
Right. Oh, man. But
Nashville, it's your turn tonight.
Show up and show out.
So,
speaking of Nashville, your traffic sucks ass.
it sucked all the way.
From the minute we got out of North Carolina into Tennessee, this is what happened. You go a little bit, stop.
Right when the sun started rising, because we left early.
Yeah, we left
early.
I'm still tired.
I feel you. I'm hurt.
My legs. We came back to staying for the Sunday events because the kids had to go to school and I had to go to my shoot job. You took you're off until Wednesday?
I go back Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody had some PTO time saved up, but me with the move and starting the new job and everything else that I've been through, I don't have PTO time, but I have a great job. They blessed me with 2 paid days and a great trip, and I can't complain. Love my job. I put my job over every day. They are the most amazing people I have ever had the honor and privilege to work for. I think the world of them, and they are the absolute best. But
I miss my crew today.
I bet
They're a crew, dude, and it's always fun.
I think the only other job that I ever really enjoyed this much was working with you and Brianna and Hannah and Tamara and Ashley and Brian and everybody.
God, yes, that was entertaining.
That crew was, we had some rough days, but we had some funny, hellacious days.
And oh god!
And I broke the heater. We put the forklift in the baler. Number of fun events.
Yeah, now that the statute of limitations have run out on that.
They knew about it the day after, so it's all good. But ladies and gentlemen,
Bob went in there.
Bob said, "What'd you do yesterday?" Bob comes in the next day. "What'd you do yesterday?" "What do you mean? What did I do?" "You know what I mean. What'd y'all do?" "I see the thing's bent." "Oh, there nothing. I fixed it. It ain't no problem."
Who would have known that one piece of baling wire could pick up a damn forklift?
There it is. That was epic. Oh man, we have done some crazy shit in our lives. The tell-all documentary would be great. We should have a YouTube, or not a YouTube. We do that. We should have a documentary. A camera crew that follows us around and gives us a TV series, a reality series.
That could be interesting on the weekend.
We would have to definitely edit a few things out, but most of it that would make air, I promise you, it would be absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. I believe the conversation we had, hold on. The conversation I had with the boys yesterday would definitely would not be approved by YouTube. So
no, but
Facebook would probably rate it TV 14.
It was absolutely hilarious. I mean, it was nothing inappropriate. It was just...
Oh, no, it was everything inappropriate.
Well, I mean, it wasn't like Jesus Christ. You ask them a question and you never know what a kid's going to say. And Brantley, of all kids, is the wrong kid to ask because he is going to tell you the utmost fucking honest opinion of whatever he thinks. Like, we were sitting there, and I don't remember what happened at the WWE show in Jonesboro, but something happened, and he just starts hollering, "That sucked!" And I'm like, son, I don't even act that way. Stop. Just because they screwed up. He said, well, it sucked. They don't know what they're doing. All righty then.
You definitely don't know.
And that's him. I mean, he just, boom, drop of a hat, he'll give you his opinion. But it's great. Biscuit's back. Wrestling.
And I won't always be in my bed for these damn things, but I'm just hurting.
Man, and I won't always be sitting here in front of the Holy Alliance of FTR sitting behind me here. I'm actually going to get this fixed up where I'll be, my belts will be behind me again and stuff. I've got to get a new desk because I gave the old one to the boys for their game room and stuff. So let's set their stuff up. And so I'm going to make me another little makeshift office in here in the room and get everything set up. I just got to get everything situated and it's just been a week, man. And our week really started last Saturday. It was a very, very busy week for us. We started at an APW show, then a WWE show. Then we had work for a couple of days, Thanksgiving. Then we were gone. We were on the road. We went to Duke. We went to UNC. We went to Greensboro, North Carolina. We did go to Greensboro, but we went to the Coliseum. That's what I was trying.
We went to the Greensboro Coliseum.
We saw, what was it? The baseball team stadium that we seen.
Truist Stadium.
Yeah, there in Winston. And just, if I don't ever drive anywhere again after that weekend for at least a couple of days, it'd be great. But my job is driving, so I've already been driving today, and my legs are killing me. So I'm actually fixing to get off here and go soak them in the hot whirlpool tub to see if they will relax because they are killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with that said, share the passion of pro wrestling. We're getting the hell out of here. We're getting ready to watch Monday Night Raw because CM Punk,
has arrived.
So let's see what pipe bomb he drops tonight, and let's see what is in store for Randy Orton. Of course, before we go, thanks to all of our sponsors, Twisted Gorilla, Rep Sports and Doobie Energy, Militant Mentality Apparel, Mad Rabbit. I will get all those codes and things situated and ready to go for the next show. And thank you. I have to share your comment. Friend of the show here. She spelled it wrong, though. She says Bizcut. Had to give you
She's overexcited.
It happens. Everybody's happy Biscuit's back. But yeah, Mad Rabbit, everybody I just mentioned. Of course, 5-star nutrition. Sorry, got to get the other finger in there. Thank those guys. And can't forget our good friend of the show, good friend of mine, Mr. Al Snow, the owner of OVW and collarandelbowbrand.com. Use code CCWA29. Get you some merchandise. They got those badass We Got Heat shirts and Who Did He Ever Beat shirts over at collarandelbowbrand.com. But thank those sponsors as well as all the other sponsors. I will add the links for the other sponsors in the description at the end of this video. Make sure you check there to shop. Send your questions. Yeah, send your questions to us for the next show. Follow the Facebook page if you haven't. Follow us on Twitter, X, TikTok. When's
the next show?
Our next show?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. When do you want to do it? You want to do it Saturday together, live in person?
Sure.
We'll do it Saturday. send some questions. You can text them to us if you got our number. Send them to us on Facebook. Follow the Facebook page. Follow me at @BiscuitIsBack on TikTok. I think it's Wrestling with the Locals on X. Hell, I don't know. I'll get all that shit figured out and keyed in here now that I've got StreamYard set up and fixed. And I will be in touch with you, Mr. Titanic, when we go off of the air. Oh, it's acting up again. I have a gentleman who is going to set us up with the stuff that we need to get everything situated.
Yeah, I got questions to ask you anyway.
All right, so you just, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
West Memphis, Arkansas, Saturday, 7 o'clock bell time. Be there.
Oh, wait, wrong music.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
I don't know. I clicked, try to go to the music. We are out. Oh, no. It's not.
No, we're not.